Because it doesn't matter if it's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, any day of the week, that ends with Y, and you're around, you're doing shit, you're fucking kicking ass in your yard or your house, or you're mopping the laundry. That doesn't make sense. There's always a lot of breaking news. All right, everybody, the very first thing I want to talk about right now is the Christopher Reeves documentary that's coming out. Now, it's been over there at Sundance. A lot of people have been talking about this. There's a lot of buzz going on about this. And it's talking about this, when he first started, Christopher Reeves is an unknown actor becoming an iconic movie star. And, of course, it goes through his whole process where he's broke and just going through the whole thing where he's trying to figure out who he is, how he can find heroism in his life, and covering every path from becoming Superman to actually having his tragic fall off that horse and becoming a quadriplegic. That's the word. Quadriplegic. Yeah. And now until his very end, and he was Superman in everyone's eyes. And he always will be. The very first Superman, he was fucking awesome. And he actually set the path for a lot of these movies moving forward, these superhero movies. And he went the lines, 4 movies. The Quest for Peace, I still like it. I don't care. Still good. I still give him props. But WB right now is talking about purchasing this. Now, it's a bidding war right now. They're offering $15 million for this. So if they get it, it'll come home to Warner Brothers, which makes sense because they have the rights to Superman anyway. So why would they not want to get this at the end and honor Christopher Reeves and then probably bring out some extended versions of all the Superman movies. They're talking about the Superman 2, having the actual director's cut out again and re-releasing some stuff. Of course they would do it because they have to benefit off everything and they have to piggyback off things. Because Warner Bros. Got a lot of DC happening. They also have Peacemaker coming back. And James Gunn came forward recently to talk about Peacemaker. And he was like, yeah, I've had a lot of sleepless ball of stress nights. And he's been working on Peacemaker, but also focusing on, of course, Superman Legacy. And now he said he's on episode 8 of Peacemaker season 2, and he's really excited. He's calling it a banger, and he thinks it's going to be great. I mean, he's calling it pretty good, but I think it's going to be awesome. The first season I really enjoyed. I'm excited about the second season. John Cena, fuck yeah, I'm shocked how good he did. But you know what? John Cena's a talent, and I believe in him now. He's the best Peacemaker. This is happening after Superman Legacy, and it is moving forward in process, and progress has been made. Because Warner Brothers is going through a lot of stuff, and James Gunn's getting rapid fire about what's happening here, what's happening there. And now there's rumors that the Batman 2 has been canceled, but James Gunn said, no, that's not happening. Just calm down. If you heard that internet, it's not going down that way. They are still developing the Batman 2. It is moving forward with Matt Reeves directing it, and it's just an outright lie, and that's the internet for you. People like to be like, oh, it's not happening, whatever. But no, I wasn't really, it was a good movie, but honestly, it was a little bit long for me, and I hope that the next one, they tighten it up a little bit. The acting's phenomenal. Again, Colin Farrell, amazing, and it just draws me in. Because when there's always acting that's great, it doesn't matter what the premise is. The acting always brings me in. Premise helps a lot. Just like Severance. The acting on Severance has been fantastic the first season. And season 2 has been on the back burner for a while because they started shooting during, it was like during the spring. And then, of course, what happened? We all know the strikes went down. And of course, writer's strike, bam, May, they stopped production, shut down, everything was done. And of course, writer's strike led into the actor's strike, and that delay. Actors have other stuff, and eventually now they officially started today shooting. And Apple actually released a picture, and they're showing like production stills about what's been going on. And honestly, I'm excited to see what happens. They had a black and white photo came out, Adam Scott running down a hallway, and it just makes me excited because it's great drama, it's a great plot, and it's got great acting. And I hope it does one. Big cast too, just like Argyle. Argyle is a huge cast. And I see this. Bryce Dallas Howard. You got Henry Cavill. You got freaking Sam Rockwell, the man of a million faces. But you have this cast. And Matthew Vaughn directing it, and Matthew Vaughn wants to do, apparently, more already. It hasn't come out yet. It comes out February 2nd. And I will talk about this as a huge topic. We haven't even seen it. All we've seen is trailers, but it does cover Bryce Dallas Howard's character, and she's an author. And she's writing about spy stuff, and apparently a lot of the stuff she's writing about also ties into an actual spy agency, and then the plot thickens. And now he wants to do a prequel about Henry Cavill's character, but also a sequel, if not sequels. They want to do like a whole multiverse about this, which, again, it hasn't even come out. I don't know if they know if it's going to do well or not. Big cast, relying a lot on Matthew Vaughn. Hopefully it does well, because it's a cool spy thriller, I guess, dramatic, like novel movie. I don't even call that, but it sounds great to me. But I love spy things. I do love spy things. Just like I loved Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It was so fun to see the dynamic between, Angelina Jolie and of course Brad Pitt. But, when they were just in there, you know, they were together and they were happy and they were kicking ass as like a fucking team, and they were just perfect duo, I thought. But now Donald Glover is doing it, and of course they went to Brad Pitt to see if he'd come in for the new show. And they're doing a series for Amazon, and Donald actually sat down with Brad Pitt, and the producer came forward to talk about it and said, well, you know, like they met, Frances Celine, she said they met, and the thing is though, they hung out. It was a good conversation. By the end of the day, Brad was like, best of luck with the series. It's just a different time for him. So if you hear anything about Brad Pitt, or you think maybe he's going to come back, or Angelina Jolie's going to come back, they're not coming back for this. This is a separate thing in the same universe, but Mr. and Mrs. Smith is moving forward without them. And you know, it's always confusing for people when it's like this, but I think that they're going to have something great. And Donald Glover is a fucking talent. So I know it will be great overall. And talent goes a long way. It was a long way. I've been watching, honestly, I don't watch football that much, everybody, but I've been watching the Detroit Lions because I'm from Michigan, because I used to be like a silent sleeper fan back when I was a child. And I was so excited for the Super Bowl, but unfortunately last night they freaking fucked up, if you ask me. They dropped the ball. And now we have the 49ers versus Kansas Chiefs. So this is going down. If anybody wants to know, you know, it's going down next, not 2 weeks away. So if you're a big football fan, this is probably the first time on Kruse Control about football, but it's going down Super Bowl 58, February 11th, happening. And I'll tie it into entertainment a little bit because Tay Swift, Tay herself was there. Of course, she's dating one of the Chiefs, and they were pushing her on camera, being like, gonna be at the Grammys, Taylor Swift, yeah, we got Taylor Swift here, it's great. And she actually, it went viral. She's like, go away, please. The camera. And everyone's like, oh, leave her alone. But she's not trying to be featured on this at all. You know, she's just trying not to be, because on top of that, she's not even doing the Grammys. Well, she'll be there, but she's not performing at the Grammys. Everyone thought she was, apparently, but she doesn't even have time to do that because she's going to be on her tour again overseas in Tokyo. So she'll have no time. She's going to go there for a brief second, and she had no time to prepare, nothing else, and she's going to take off right when the event's done. But Tay conquering the world with her boy, and honestly, I hope they get worked out what's been going on with all the, you know, the adult films and adult pictures coming forward with her, because it really is a lot. And, you know, SAG-AFTRA right now is kind of going after this, because SAG-AFTRA is not happy about what's going on with the AI stuff. Now, we talked about this on Friday, that they AI'd her face onto someone else's body, and all these explicit pictures came out on X, Twitter. There's movies. There's a lot of shit out there with her. And they're using voice stuff on that. They're also just, it looks like her. And so they're trying to shut this shit down. Again, there's no legislation for this. So it's a problematic thing. That's why we went into these contract negotiations, and it didn't go well. And we were fighting to stop the AI train. And I hope now it's better, but I'm still very skeptical, because that contract pass is still happening. And they're still saying at SAG, like they're saying, okay, we don't appreciate this. And they went into this whole thing, so they're still supporting congressmen that is going after them and trying to make this, Joe Morales trying to make this stop, make it illegal. But SAG has nothing they can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Just like the George Carlin thing, you can't do anything about the AI. It's out there. And I think that Tay deserves an apology, because, I mean, honestly, to wake up one day and you see yourself naked on TV, that's not you, I mean, or Twitter, wherever it is, that's got to be very unfortunate. It's got to fucking suck. But she deserves an apology, and she might not get one. But Justin Timberlake did get an apology from Britney Spears, because JT himself was probably sitting there enjoying, like he saw, I'm going on tour soon, I'm excited about it, it's going to be fantastic. And then he hears that, well, Britney Spears came forward and said she apologized. I want to apologize for some of the things I said and wrote about in my book, she said in a statement. If I offended any of the people I genuinely care about, I am deeply sorry. And she came forward to say, I also want to say I am in love with Justin Timberlake's new song, Selfish. And she's really happy to see him and that he's moving forward. Of course, she had The Woman in Me come out, her memoir, and she talked about a lot of it. The part 2 is coming out, I think, this year, too. So I don't know how she's actually apologizing now. Maybe there's more coming out on that book. And so she's like, I got to apologize now. But I don't know. But, you know, maybe all those people that seem to like take a break, and then take themselves to Blumhouse's new attraction over at the Stanley Hotel. That's right. If you're a fan of The Shining, this is the craziest thing to me. They're taking the actual location they were, you know, based on The Shining for the Stanley Hotel, and then Blumhouse is turning it into a horror exhibit. This is something that they're really pushing for based on all their IP-ness they've created over all their times, putting it in there and making an attraction. They said there's actually some content there too that might be a little creepy for people that haven't seen in person. Maybe I take a few steps away. But they're taking 10,000 square feet of this Stanley Hotel into this whole new exhibit for Blumhouse and pushing all their stuff. And it could be kind of cool. It could be a fun horror attraction coming forward. I'm kind of excited, but I'd check it out. It could be fun. Because, you know, a big horror attraction these days is Vince McMahon. And I got an update on this, because Vince McMahon, everybody, this motherfucker right here, You know, I used to watch wrestling as a kid. Love Vince McMahon. He had the grapefruits, and he pushed entertainment. He changed the business. He made it something that went from, you know, popcorn and fucking caramel corn and, you know, people like laughing and body slams and leg drops into a entertainment thing that conquered the world, to suck it and into like Degeneration X and Stone Cold kicking ass. And you find out on, you know, his character on screen was pretty much just him in person, because these allegations came forward that he was, you know, pushing people and be like, you have to have sex with this person and that person will keep your job. I'm going to shit on you and you can lick it up or I'll fire you. Like crazy shit. I'm just being out there about this. It's nuts, the allegations. So now he's officially stepped down. We talked about this on Friday, but during the show, he actually stepped down. We missed it. He did step down, and he said he resigned from all operations at WWE and at TKO, which is merged with WWE, with UFC, that whole conglomerate. And it was 36 hours after the allegations came forward in the lawsuit. And even Ronda Rousey, who's been working there too, is like, you know, he's probably still in charge though, because Bruce Pritchard's still there, who is like, Vince McMahon's always in his ears, so he'll probably still be saying shit, and Vince will probably still be a little bit in control. But I hope Triple H shuts that shit down, because we don't need that drama anymore. Women need to feel like respected in the workforce. And honestly, it's like worse than Harvey Weinstein. I was talking to a friend today, Kay Jacob, about this, and it's true. It's worse than fucking Harvey Weinstein. A fucking drama there. But you know what? Put this man in jail. Put him in jail. The drama goes all the way, just because Nicki Minaj has also had a lot of drama with Megan Thee Stallion. No, it's just amped up, everybody. It's just fucking amped up. If you haven't seen this, Minaj went on Instagram and said some stuff because Megan Thee Stallion has a new song out. It's called Hiss, and in her track, she actually started dissing Nicki Minaj's husband, apparently. Now, this is a little bit, if you ask me, it's reaching, if you ask me, but her lyrics are, "These hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's law." And they're trying to say that this refers to the U.S. law requiring law enforcement to share information about registered sex offenders. And Nicki Minaj's husband is a registered sex offender for attempted rape. So they're saying that was a fire. Like all these people are saying this is what it's about. And so now Minaj felt the same way. So she fired back and said, well, conjure up her dead mother and apologize, because the lyric was disgusting. And Megan Thee Stallion's mother, Holly Thomas, died in March of 2019 from a cancerous brain tumor. So fuck, that's all I can say. It seems like a lot. I think all these people just need to fucking take their bags, just head out to the UK and land out on The Traitors and be there for season 3, because The Traitors is blowing up, everybody. It's been going nuts. Alan Cummings' show is amazing. I mean, it's amazing for numbers, I should say. 384 million minutes viewed for this last season so far. Now, the way they do it now with the Nielsen ratings is like with these streaming things, they lump up 4 episodes, but still, that's a lot of minutes, a lot of viewing, and it's doing very well. And Alan Cummings, I think, is going to be doing this show for a long time. It grew 75% from last season. It's fucking nuts. A lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. Yeah, it's a lot, everybody. And I see this, and I'm just like, the Vince McMahon thing drives me nuts. Everything else on top of this, like, I laugh at the drama, but I'm also like, what has to happen with these people is you got to take care of people, and you got to stop abusing relationships, and you have to be a good human being. And unfortunately, a lot of these people that get big and powerful moments, they're not that good. And it sucks to see. Harvey Weinstein, Vince McMahon, everybody around the corner, please be good to people and treat them well.
Yo, player, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the pep star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.